So hello, it's Bonnie, the crazy ghost lady, is back again to talk to you. I think you were lighting up my meter here while I was talking. If you're still here, can you touch that meter again? Can you go touch the green square? That's sitting right in front of you. Can you see the numbers on that screen? Are they changing?
It's going from 3, 4, 5 down.
Okay. So they're trying to touch it. It has a threshold. Once it hits 1, it'll turn red and beep.
It's been up to 8.
Thank you. Can you grab it with both hands? Show me that you're listening.
There you go.
Thank you. Can you do it again? Show me that you're listening. The last time we weren't able to get it to interact at all. It just kept going all night. Just beep, 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 beep. How about on a count of 3? You did this for me earlier. When you hear the number 3, good job. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3.
It's trying.
3. Catch them off guard. If you want to talk to us, this is a good way to communicate. We could do yes or no. And we could talk. But I have to know that you understand me. Can we try the counting again? I'm going to do it one more time. When you hear the number 3, can you touch the green square? Any one of them. 1, 2, 3.
Got up to about 9.
That's awesome. I would count that. So maybe you are listening.
It's constantly moving up. Oh, it got to 9 there. And sat for a bit at 9 and went down.
Can you back away from the meter? Can you move away from it? Just for a minute. Show me you're listening. Can you go stand behind Charlotte? Are they still going?
It's still going.
Okay.
Usually between like 0 and 4.
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Which means they're not moving away. So I don't think that this is going to interact with us. And occasionally it may feel like it is. That's why I ask multiple times, is because it might be just coincidental that I asked for 1, 2, 3 and it went off at that time. So we tried many, 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 many times to get it to interact. Yeah, I think so. I think that's the next logical thing to do. Turning on the Echovox, which I know the spirits that are here know how to use this. This is your chance to talk to us. I'm going to turn on the talking device. Can you say hello? There might have been a hi in there, but that's hard because again, it's a single syllable, so it's easily misread. So again, hello, this is Bonnie and Charlie and Susan, and we're going to have our guests introduce themselves, and then can you introduce yourself? So I'm going to go across the table here, you guys can introduce yourselves.
My name is Axel.
Hi, I'm Liz.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
Hi, I'm Trudy.
Your turn. Sometimes it helps to just move it away from us. So if they're more comfortable not coming up where we are. The voice is still going to come out or where the speaker is, but I'm going to move it over here. So if you feel more comfortable coming and talking, it was over here. Is that Patrick? Or are you looking for Patrick? Are you gonna come and pose for a picture? Show me your face?
How do you feel about us taking pictures?
I don't know if we're gonna be back again this year. This might be your only chance to talk to us. We didn't get a lot of chances to come and talk to you this year, and I apologize for that. Other than our happy beeper. What are you talking about? Something about us being spooky. We are listening. It seems you already know how to use this device and that you're trying. But I need to know for sure that we're listening to your voice. So can you repeat something for me? Can you say wine? We're surrounded by bottles of wine in here, so I'd like you to say the word wine. I felt like something touched my hand, but I think it was just a hair. Same meter again. I'm tempted to turn that one off just to see. Because sometimes once we turn it off, it'll jump to another meter. So I'm still waiting. I want to know for sure this is your voice we're hearing through the machine. Can you say wine? It's an easy word. Maybe they don't like wine. Can you say beer?
Sorry, that was me.
How about the word beer? I'm going to turn this off. I brought some people to visit with you tonight. If there's anybody in the room with us, I'm hoping that you'll feel free to interact with us. Any of the green lights in the room can detect your presence and they'll light up and turn red if you touch them. They cannot hurt you, they are not magic. We've been here before. I'm sorry I didn't bring the teddy bear tonight. I know there's somebody in this room that likes the teddy bear. I'm sorry it's being used elsewhere tonight. If you want me to bring you a toy next time, if you light up one of these green meters right now, I'll make sure to bring you one. I'll bring you a stuffy that can stay in this room. Now what is it we've had in here? We've had something interact with a teddy bear. We had a food conversation in here one night. We quite often come across spirits who like to talk about food.
Gambling.
And gambling, yes. This is a nice round table for playing poker. Can you deal the cards out? I've got some money to lose. Yeah, it is. Usually right away in here we start hearing things from down in the storage area and that. We're not. Super quiet. So we're going to try, because actively investigating is not working. So we're just gonna kind of sit here and chat. Maybe Susan can tell us about some of the things that they've experienced here.
Sure. Yeah, so I think that the most common thing that happens, I don't know, at least a few times a week is that the motion light goes off in our rarities room, and there's nobody in there. But before I got in touch with these guys, there was like spooky things, you feel like somebody's watching you, that sort of thing, like normal. But then there was one day that, it was a Saturday morning, we walked through the tasting room where we first were, and it smelled really strong, like I can't remember which was first, either like lemon cleanser or like lavender, but within 30 seconds the smell had changed, and I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of strange, especially because the cleaners don't come until tomorrow. And later that day I was working in the warehouse, which is the door that's connected to the tasting room that we were in to begin with. And I got that feeling that something was watching me, and then I thought I heard something laugh behind me, like a child's laughter. And I turn around and of course see something out of the corner of my eye, all the hair stood up on my arms, and I didn't go back there for the rest of the day. But you know, like things like glasses mysteriously falling off the shelf, that sort of thing happens pretty frequently here.
We're just getting about them.
Yeah, even the temperature has stabilized on this meter. It was going back and forth several degrees, and now it's stabilized at 18.8. You just don't want to interact with us tonight? Just flip this one over for a second, just so I can see that better. Let's get that line
Maybe there was mice or rats down here at one point.
Well, I'm sure there was.
Oh, yeah, I know there wasn't. Back then, maybe it was a lot worse then.
I would assume. Especially if you had people living down here.
Oh yeah, I guess so, hey. Just pat myself on the back for the cleanliness.
But they would have had cats. All the buildings have cats.
Oh, okay.
That's, you know.
Oh,
Oh, there it goes again.
Yeah.
I'm going to trade spots with you, Charlie, so you can get the camera on this meter.
Maybe it's the cats.
Maybe.
Maybe
They like her discussion about cats.
That
Who doesn't like cats? I mean, you know.
should bring Zoe down here one day. My cat.
But yeah, it used to be a very common thing, especially in downtown anywhere. Every building would have a cat, a resident cat, right? And now it's because then they were considered unclean. So they stopped allowing cats, and then of course you get mice.
Rather cats than mice.
Yeah. It's a steady low blip there, eh? You finally gonna join in our conversation? Do you want a cat? Could be the child that responded to the toy before.
Yeah.
If that's you, sweetie, do you want me to bring you a stuffed kitty? I can bring you a toy kitty next time. You can keep it for your very own. Can you touch the pretty lights again? Because it was nothing, then I went in the room.
It's gone.
Maybe I had to open that gate.
Is it still open?
Yeah.
Oh,
I left it open.
What about dogs? Sometimes there's dogs down here.
What was that? Low battery. It was at 80% when we came into this room. It's now at 15.
Wow.
Okay. I'm turning that off. I have the Echo Box on another device, so we can use it.
We needed some energy in order to be able to do anything.
Yeah, well that was definitely a drain of energy.
Well, the first time that we were in here too, the fringe behind us, it died and hasn't worked since.
Wow.
And countless coffee makers. I used to keep this is where we used to keep our coffee makers, and I can't keep them back here anymore because they all get fried.
Oh.
I don't know how many coffee makers we've put back here.
That's okay if you're draining energy from my devices, as long as you use that energy to do something. I'm gonna turn on the talking device here in a minute. Maybe you can talk to us. Are you still here? Can you touch the pretty lights again?
We can talk about cats.
So I'm gonna put this here, and you can come up and you can use it to talk to us. I'm gonna push start, and whoever's been talking or touching the pretty lights, if you could come talk to us. Oh, it's not clear. Just heard my name. You can tell us your story. You can tell us why you were interested in kitty cats, maybe? Something with a cat? I'd like to talk to the child and the mother that were here, showed themselves to Jen, and who played with a teddy bear here.
I can't tell if it's someone moving, but I feel like I'm seeing shadows on my left.
Okay. That was weird, eh?
It does
Is
sound
there-
different.
Yeah, it sounds different for sure. But there
I
was,
did hear at one point, I thought it said it all started on the back.
yeah. But there was, right after she said she heard a shadow, I swear the first male voice was that that was me.
I don't get creeped out here very often, but I feel like I need to get up and move.
Okay.
It does feel different than it did a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
It definitely, like,
Yeah,
the
you can
atmosphere is changed
Definitely
a
move
little
if
bit.
you're not comfortable. Can you tell me your name? This is David and then chicken.
Is it David or chicken?
Maybe I'm a chicken?
Maybe. Are you calling Susan a chicken? Is there a David here? Really common name, so. How about Patrick? Is Patrick here? Do you want us to bring Adam in here? Do you miss Adam? Adam's an employee here that the spirits just really like him. We get more activity when he's here. He's bait. Got a KT flash there. What's my name?
Happy?
Yeah, it's happy they can hear us. We're thinking about taking a break. Is that okay? Do we give you a rest and then come back? Is that okay with you?
Sounds good.
Let's see if the ghost answered to you.
Can you say goodbye?
Can Bonnie leave? I'm going to try not to take that personally. Yeah, we're going to take a break. We'll come back in and talk to you in a little bit. Anyways, I'm going to turn the device back on if you want to continue talking to us. We thought we heard somebody, a child maybe. Did we? Is it one of you that we heard? Can you just say yes or no? So one of the things that we like to do with this device is have one of us, just with headset on, listen to it. And then have somebody else ask questions, or even have you guys ask questions. The person with the headset can't hear the questions. We just say what we heard. And sometimes that's just an extra degree of validation. If we can't hear the questions that you're asking, but yet the words are coming through or answering them, sometimes it gives another level of validation. And it keeps us from being so loud and disrupting. Okay, we're going to turn off the noisy speaker for just a minute. And only one of us is going to be listening so that it's easier to understand you. And feel free to ask questions, Charlie. Hey, is it on? Yeah, it's still on if you can't hear your voice, but I can hear you.
Okay, so if there's someone who wants to talk to us, can you say hello? Can you say hello, Bonnie? Do you remember what the last thing you ate was?
I'm here. Got them.
Can you tell me your name?
Hi, awkward. Me get you.
Are you happy that we're here? Would you rather us not be here? Would you like to ask us any questions?
Oranges. Clearer.
Do you have a favorite color? How many of you are there here? Are you still there? You're still here with us and you're listening. Can you say your name? Can you introduce yourself?
Lost.
Are you lost?
We can go. Lost us.
Can you say what city we're in? How old are you? Okay. You don't want to answer my questions, that's fine. Do you have anything you want to tell us?
She's alone. Don't walk this way.
Who's alone?
Just us, miss. Stop talking.
Where shouldn't we go?
Go. Can you come off? Leave there.
Can you tell us where you'd like us to go? Do you feel safe here?
Don't leave here.
You want us to stay?
She's coming.
Who's coming?
Patrick,
Are you here, Patrick?
that she's coming might have been he's coming. Don't leave, he's coming, and then it was garbled, and then Patrick.
Who's in charge here? Is one of you the boss?
Not Bonnie. Jack, though,
Jack.
he comes sometimes.
Is Jack here right now?
Can you drop off? Leave? I sound like soup.
Leave this.
Leave the soup. Yes. Eat it. Are you hungry? Yes, miss.
Really interesting.
It was the last thing there that I just heard was take a seat. Soup, please. So there's definitely a whole discussion about soup.
What kind of soup is it?
Like it went from that very ominous male voice to childlike. Yeah, there's almost all the voice so far has been this really deep ominous thing, and then all of a sudden it was a childlike thing talking about soup.
Can I speak to Jack? Can we talk to the person in charge?
That was weird. I just heard a man's voice, like through the headset, but not from the echo box.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
It was a distinctive man's voice, but not, I swear it wasn't the echo box. I think we'll go back to the other room and see if we can make some contact there. Because we're not getting anything other than like a few little blips here in the echo box, which is always questionable, right? So.
At least we know about cats now.
Cats.
Cats are.
So hello again, we're back. Unless it's our soup lover followed us from the other room. Okay, if there's anybody in the room with us, can you go up and touch one of the green lights? Let us know that you're here. I heard a hey.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Like a hey.
Yeah.
Or something.
It was like,
Oh, yeah?
Down there.
yeah.
Here.
Okay, if there's anybody in the room with us, can you go up and touch one of the green lights? Let us know that you're here. I heard a hey.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Like a hey.
Yeah.
Or something.
It was like,
Oh, yeah?
Down there.
yeah. You gonna come talk to us this time? It was definitely a male voice. We've only got one male here. I know it wasn't him because I was looking at him. And the voice came from over here.
It was not.
I put it in the other room.
Yeah. Yeah, so it could have been from that other room and the noise is carrying through.
Yeah.
Is that you, Patrick? Or maybe it's Jack or David? We could talk if you come and touch these green lights. We could do yes and no. This is your chance to communicate. What was that? Sounds like furniture being dragged. Come join us at the table. We'll have a chat. I don't really want to rely on just the echo box for the night, you know. I like to have other things validate. But we're not getting much in the way of EMF, which isn't surprising. We've never had consistent EMF here, so it doesn't surprise me. Can we light these candles?
Yeah.
Thank you, Susan. I'm gonna pull out the spirit box. I'm not gonna connect it to the speaker. I'm just gonna run it at normal volume just to see. This device I'm holding in my hand can hear your voice. It might make it easier for you to talk to us. It works a little differently than the one we were using before. And I'm recording, so if you talk to us, we should be able to hear you. Let's turn it up as loud as it will get. There we go. I'm gonna be careful. Is that you saying be careful? Why do we need to be careful? Can you say hello? Or we're in Calgary, can you say howdy? Can you blow out one of the candles? I know it takes a lot of energy. There's a bit of a laugh there. Heaven. Waiting. Oh, now we got nothing. You can do it. How about you blow out the one in the middle of the table? Yeah. Just a couple of footsteps. Come on in.
We have soup.
This device right in front of me here can hear your voice. Can you come up and talk into it? We'll be quiet for a minute. Curiosity. I'm going to turn the meter back on. I was getting all the action earlier, just out of curiosity. 00. So it validates earlier because it's not doing it now. It's not doing the constant up and down like it was doing before. It just rules out whether it was the meter being weird or, just try to validate what was happening earlier. The other thing I'm going to try, because I've got it handy right now, is flashlights. And where should we put them? So you've got candles you can blow out, flashlights you can turn on, green lights you can go up and touch and will turn red. Got lots of ways to interact with us.
What do you think about my ideas?
I know, it's quiet. I'm thinking we leave like just maybe one candle lit in here.
Sure.
And Charlie and I will each grab a meter, and then we'll all go there, just stand amongst the store maybe, and just be quiet for a while and listen. So if you have Charlotte or anybody, actually anybody can ask questions.
Okay.
But
No, I would love
preferably,
for you guys
if you want to
to.
ask questions,
Okay.
be as far away from me as you can.
Okay.
Is the best way for me not to hear you. Okay, so we're going to try an experiment here. So if there's any spirits in the room that want to communicate with us, the device I'm listening to through these headphones can hear your voice.
So we can start off, but if there's anyone here, can you say hello and introduce yourself? My name is Charlotte.
Is there anybody here that's English? Male or female?
Or just a log stream of gibberish with no voice, clear stuff.
Do you have any pets?
Did you work here? And if you worked here, what was your job?
Where is Jack?
Are there any children?
I don't know, Jack. Building. Please listen to us.
Are you
There's a puppy. But he's dead.
Oh,
Or if it's a ghost.
you like soup?
Do you like any of the new employees here?
Work here. Dark. Alone. Abuse. Had to pick it up. Small time. Stupid guy here. This is a Chinese accent. She says, stupid guy here. Over and over again.
You one of the new employees?
He's so empty. Stupid guy.
Did he hurt
He
you?
no like it. Doctor. Doctor. Just keep saying doctor, doctor, doctor.
Are you hurt?
That was weird.
What?
Because it was like doctor, 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 doctor. Like it was just on top of one another over and over and over again.
What was your puppy's name?
Play with him. He's listening. Sweetheart. Listening. I hear hoofbeats. There was the things I was saying in there were there, but it was just like nothing was together, you know what I mean? They were just all separate words. Just
Must be
For-
could have been the puppy's name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just, and that was that was the one thing that was really clear was a man's voice saying, I hear hoofbeats.
Yeah.
So
Strange.
Do you have children?
How old are you? In the basement, lots of people.
How many people are in it?
What are they doing in the basement?
Tell me their names.
Nothing, it's just dead silent. Power went. To my, I don't know, that was weird. It sounded like power went to my brain, but I love.
Huh.
I don't know what that can be interpreted as. I swear beers. More beers. Blackjack. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. That was just weird. I just had to put it out there that I can go back in and turn it back on, but it just got really heavy. But I'll give it another shot here just to see if there's still something. The dead puppy threw me off too, so.
Yeah, that'll do that.
I'm way more cold right now than I was earlier, but it's hotter. It's 20 degrees here,
Oh,
and I'm freezing.
Yep.
You're like, tell me about it.
I feel warm.
I feel warm right now.
Oh, that's awful. It just said he raped her.
Oh,
Help. Husband Jack. Bethy and Jack. Love. Blackjack. Whores.
What year is it?
50. Did somebody ask about timing or year?
Date.
Yeah, because it keeps saying 1950 something.
Nice.
There you go.
1957,
7.
please.
How old are you?
My wife Beth, go. Beth. Girls. Whores. We are not new here. Elizabeth here. Long time. Hell from love. Blackjack again. Definitely got to bring the cards next time.
My other cards that I printed.
Okay, I'm gonna can we redirect the questioning maybe? See if we can find something later.
What was the puppy's name?
Dog. Buttons.
I knew it. I knew it.
There's a childlike voice now. Kidnap. Mom. I'm here.
How do you say?
No women here. alone. I don't know, it's like a child making up stuff, I don't know, it's just weird.
What's your
It's a
favorite-
childlike voice, but it's just like not making any sense.
Are you with your mom?
Princess, growth, buttons, keeps the buttons is coming out a lot. Basement, alive,
What books do you like?
doggy doggy, barfy. It was like doggy doggy barfy. There was a whole bunch of gibberish and then that stood out really clear. Huh, okay. I'm gonna turn this off. This is your last chance. Is it okay if we come back and talk to you again? Would like to talk to the little girl, or Beth, or Jack. You talk, we listen. All right, thank you. I said thank you back.
Really?
Yeah. Like right after I said thank you, it was a thank you. No, that was weird. That was.